Hey there, small business superheroes. We're on number 4 on the 10-part series around stopping bottlenecks. I want to ask you something real. Have you ever felt like your team should be farther along by now, but somehow execution keeps falling short? If so, you're not alone. And no, it's not because you aren't trying hard enough. It's likely because of a leadership gap that's quietly draining that momentum. And here's the truth. When your team isn't aligned, when decision making is slow or vision isn't clearly communicated, execution is what suffers. And it shows up as bottlenecks. It also shows up though as missed opportunities. And it's what happens is that growing pressure on you as that leader or as that owner to step in and fix it all. And again, if this sounds familiar, it's not just you. And it's not about you, it's about a gap. And I know it can be frustrating, and it definitely is expensive because poor alignment costs time, weak decisions cost trust, and an unclear vision, that costs growth. But here's the good news. Leadership gaps aren't permanent, they're fixable. And you don't have to fix them alone. I work with visionary founders every day who are stretched thin and tired of micromanaging, but it's not because of their vision. They are up to making a big impact. But it's because their team isn't yet equipped to carry that impact out. So here's what works. Step 1, invest in leadership training. Yes, leaders need technical skills, but what they really need is strategic thinking, decision-making frameworks, and the confidence to lead their team and their projects with clarity. In working with one of my clients just yesterday, she's extraordinary in her talent. And she even came to us and said, what else can I do to be able to strengthen my role as an operations leader? And we talked about the biggest thing that she needs is to work on emotional intelligence. Not that she already wasn't great with people, but that's the thing we need to keep building the leadership team's muscles around. Is the people part. Now, step 2 in filling this leadership gap. Hold regular team meeting check-ins that drive alignment. So this is not just status updates, but structured conversations where decisions are made, issues are brought forward so that they can be solved, and then priorities are set so everyone leaves rowing in the same direction. Now, step 3 in filling this gap. Create a shared vision. As I shared, I know you're up to making a big impact, but making sure your team knows that is a whole nother thing. If your team can't clearly articulate where you're going and why, then they can't own that journey with you. And leadership gaps, they get closed when you have vision aligned, and of course, freedom is restored. If you're feeling that weight of like, I feel like I'm doing it all, if the leaders that you have on your team aren't leading, let's change that. You don't have to settle for constant stress. You can have a leadership team that actually leads. And then you can be back to being that visionary, not that firefighter. You started this business or you joined this business to uplift your family, your team, your community, your clients. But the only thing happens is that when your leadership fails and the gaps happen within across the organization, you're no longer at the top. You're just working through the company and everyone is leaning on you. So let's shift that, close this leadership gap and build the kind of leadership, one that is aligned, has confident decision making on the time that it needs to happen. That's what's going to cause you to get out of those bottlenecks and get back to what's important to you. Thanks for watching this quick charge up of your superpowers that you already have and just making it even better. And if it resonates with you, please share with fellow founders and other leaders of small business who need to hear it. Together, we can rise when we put these things in place.